Good morning from Lanark County on what for me is Bass Opening Day 2026. This is actually the day after Bass Open. I was busy yesterday, couldn't get on the water. I am up in Lanark County on a lake that is fairly shallow. It's a lake that I know well. One interesting thing about this spring is that the weed growth is very delayed. It's been very cool. So we will see if the traditional opening day tactics work or if we have to try something different. But lots of shallow flats, lots of weeds, lots of stumps, and hopefully lots of action. So let's go.
And we are on our first fish. Not sure what we've got here. I think it's a pike. Just the way he's fighting. Yep, it's a pike. He's a decent little guy, but not what we're after today. So let's keep him back in the water. Be about 18 inches or so. Season. Hey, there we go. Yeah. So we swung in shallower and into a real heavy weed bed. And here we go. Picked him up on a worm. So just had to slow down. Water's a little cool. It's been a very cool spring. Hey, first bass of the year. Not a tank, but not a bad fish at all. And after casting to a variety of different depths with the spinner baits, trying to find some active fish, decided to slow it down. And boy, that didn't take long. That was like the third or fourth cast with the worm. Well, we're drifting a flat, and we're on to our second fish here, probably a bass. Oh, and it's a nice one. Matter of fact, it's a real nice one. We're going to drop the net and pump this guy in. This is a big fish. They're bigger fish anyway. Yeah, oh yeah, he's at least 2.5, maybe a little bit more. I've stayed with the worm and moved out a little bit from shore because these fish, I don't know, I haven't established a pattern yet. Oh, this is a really nice fish. There you go. This guy's probably 3, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Whoops. There. That's a lovely fish right there. "45 centimeters. Very nice. Let's get him going again. There we go. Didn't take long. Back he goes. Damn nice fish. All right. Well, let's stick with the worm. It seems that the slower retrieve is what these things are looking for today. Water's actually not super cold. So we'll see what else we get. Wind's beginning to kick up though, so that's going to get interesting. Well, we might be establishing a little bit of a pattern now. Emerging weeds in an area where there's not a ton of weeds. Another nice fish here. This one might be a smallmouth. And we are definitely hitting the worm. So, happy with that. There we go. So that guy not as big. Nice little smallie. Yeah, because the weed growth is way behind, there's not a ton of weeds in this bay where there normally is. So I'm just looking for the scattered beds of weed that are emergent on top of the water, and tossing the worm into them and just letting it drift through. And that seems to be working. Picked up the last 3 fish that way. So at the moment I'm sticking to the shoreline in an area protected from the wind, but it is blowing pretty good. Coming right through the 2 islands there, it's very gusty. So I'm going to have to really pick my water carefully, because otherwise I'm going to get blown around pretty good right now. Which kind of sucks, because a lot of the water that I want to fish is the water that's most exposed to this. Okay, picked up another little largemouth. Well, actually, not so little. Good size. Bigger than I thought he is. Very nice fish. And we'll release him back. There we go. That guy came out of about a foot of water, maybe 18 inches here, in a very shallow back bay. I'm just trying to stay out of the wind a little bit. And he came off of that wood, which doesn't really surprise me. I had fished the weed bed and I wasn't getting anything. These two loons with their baby are about 20 yards away from me right now. Absolutely beautiful. This guy had something a little different. He smacked it on the move. There we go. Nice bass. Time to go home, buddy. Here you go. So in the background there, I don't know if you can see the guy in the stand-up paddleboard, but the second I hooked that fish, he paddled over as fast as he could and started casting. Thanks, bud. Great to have respect for your fellow anglers, and you know, the guys always to jump right in on top of it. Decided to go back in and take a chance that you know, there might be another fish in here after those two guys went through. That guy has a buddy, and they both went right through the middle of it. Anyway, this is quite a nice bass, actually. Holy crap! Healthy, big boy. That's quite a nice bass. Take him in. Here we go. Two off the same weed that will warm me. Blowing good out here now. There's little lulls in the wind when you can sit there for a minute or two and not blow too far, but it is gusting good. They're stacked up in here at the moment. Oh, there's another nice beauty fish. Oh my, gorgeous fish. We are bringing in some big boys today. Hey, look at that guy. Another solid 15-inch fish. Just gonna get the rod over there. There we go. Let's give him a measure. I think I'm gonna put a measuring tape on this canoe. Yeah, he's about 15. I'm not gonna get him right on the paddle. There we go. So, 3 fish, all around 15 inches off of this one weed bed. And that's what I'm fishing. It's the first early significant rice bed that I've seen. All the other stuff is way late. This is the only place right now where the rice is actually above the water. And I mean, they're stacked up in here. I've only fished about a third of this, and I got 3 fish already. We are on another fish. He had me right in the lily pads. So let's see, I don't think he's all that big. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not gonna complain. This is a little bit crazy. 4 fish in such a close area. I'll tighten up a drag here, just because of the weeds. There we go. That's the smallest of the bunch so far, but that weed bed just continues to produce. That is 4 fish off that weed bed. And actually now I'm looking into a really narrow split in between the reeds here. Might have to go in there too. I'm not very far from where I'm catching all those fish. So, fish the end of it and nothing. Let's go further back in this time. Alrighty, well, we gave that our best shot. It's a little bit different water than we've been fishing, so doesn't hold fish. That's all right. I've caught a few fish in the same spot before, and smallmouth will school up, no question. But holy smokes, this is a bit different than the norm, I think. They are stacked up in here. There we go. Smallest of the bunch so far. But 5 within one cast, like within one casting length, maybe 2 casting lengths. This weed bed has beaten up my line a little bit, so I took the last 1.5 feet or so off. But just while I'm retying here, this is just, reminded me of something. I don't know that I do this often enough, and I'm sure a lot of other anglers don't either. And those paddleboarders that went through here, I mean, that guy caught a fish in here. I caught a fish in here at around the same time. So, I looked at that and I'm like, I wonder how many are in here. And it made me kind of, take my time and cast a few more times in here, and it didn't. It was like the second cast after I caught that one, the first one, that I caught the second one, and that just was an indication that, hey, maybe there's a whole bunch of fish stacked up in here, and I should take some time. And sure enough, in this case there was. So just, a note for you if you're not a really experienced angler, that where there's one, there's often more, because one is there for a reason. On a good fish here. Took him off some logs. There he goes. Hope that was on camera. I think it should be. This will be enough fish. Just reach behind me here and grab it. He's not massive, but he's certainly in the range of what we've been catching today. There we go. Beauty. Another damn fine fish. Having a day. Day. Caught probably, 12, 14 fish over the course of the day. Weather's been quite nice, a little bit windy, but it was manageable. So very good start to the bass season, and hopefully we'll be out again very, very soon. Until next time, tight lines.